Been well. So, for those who don't know, this is Greybleeder, okay? And I named him this months ago, okay? For the simple fact that he has grey hair and he was supposedly bleeding because of actions of the police. Now, I didn't see it happen. All we can do is take his honest word for it, okay? But that's why we call him Greybleeder. Now, the reason why he's still very much relevant is because he's even events like today, okay, at the Piers Corbyn event where Piers Corbyn is supposedly at court, right? So this guy is still there. So let's just go through a few background bits of information. So here you see him another day, yeah, and what you'll notice about him, he's wearing clothes that are very, very baggy and ill-fitting. Oh look, there he is again, right at the front of the shot. This time, abruptly filming it. And it's like he's literally the first person on the scene, yeah? There he is again. And here's his iconic, infamous moment where he's supposedly been struck by a police officer. But what he wanted to do, instead of sort of clearing it up, yeah, wiping it off, getting some attention, what he proceeded to do was just stand there with his back to the police and allow them to push him like a rag doll. I'm sorry, fake. I don't care what you say, what any of the people filming you say either. It was a fake event, okay? If you get struck by the police, the last thing you do is stand there with your back to them and allow them to push you around like a rag doll for 5 minutes, okay? So let's just get that straight. And here he is again. Now, this was the first time I was able to see that this guy has actually got something in his ear. Right? Now, some people would say, oh, it's he's listening to some music or whatever. Well, he's only got one ear in for a start. And it goes into like this weird bundle of cables that then go into his pocket. Right? But anyway, he is saying now, as of today, that he is listening to music on a radio. That's why he has that thing in. So he's in the middle of a protest, people shouting through megaphones, and he's there listening to Celine Dion on the radio, yeah? Or Jedward. Pull the other one, mate. People don't listen to the radio like that anymore, mate. Especially not on a protest with people shouting and going, stand up, take your freedom back. But yeah, you're there rocking out to Spandau Ballet, yeah? And the Bay City Rollers. You'll notice the one in the middle is someone called Aaron who has been in the news, let's say. Here you have Sky News. And there he is again, right in the centre of the shot, with his baggy ass clothes, looking like he's just literally stepped out of bed, or literally been sleeping under a bridge, under a motorway flyover, yeah? With his scruffy notes. There he is, with the title, No More Lockdown, and there he is. So that is who is representing the anti-lockdown movement, yeah? Now this picture here is over a year old. So this geezer has been doing it for a long time now. Okay. So as you can see here, he stood right next to Piers Corbyn. And actually you see more of this knobhead than you do of Piers Corbyn, who is supposedly the leader, the showman, yeah, the star of this movement. But you actually see more of this unkempt, tattooed, baggy ass looking MFer, yeah? Not there's anything wrong with tattoos, I got tattoos, nevertheless. So there he is again with his iconic injury. Here he explains that, you know, he asked, he said to the police, this is a peaceful protest, and then they just whacked me. Yeah, sure they did, mate. And you just stood there with the blood dripping down your face, making sure that as many people could take photos of you. Daily Mail, Sky News, you just stood there with supposedly your blood dripping down you. Yeah. just allowing the police to push you up and down like a rag doll. Yeah. Instead of getting medical attention, you just stood there. So, sorry, fake. And then behind you, wouldn't you know, you've also got the guy who we refer to as Adidas Bleeder, who had masses of supposed blood all over him. And what are the chances are they're both in the same shot now? Okay? What are the chances? Thousands of people there, but these two right there. And one thing I thought is they do have the same kind of features. Now, you could say they might be father and son. I said this about Handlebar Moustache, Charlie Parker, and Jeff Wyatt. They look similar as well, okay? So what I thought is maybe these people were in the police. And obviously it runs in the family. So you've got dad who is infiltrating protests. And then you've got son who's also doing it. Yeah, they work independently, but they're connected basically. So it's just, again, another brainstorming thing, but you can see where I'm coming from. They do have features that are similar looking, yeah? The lips, the nose, the actual colour of the skin, yeah? They do look similar. And, you know, imagine that you got father and son working together to deceive the country by infiltrating protests and making us look like idiots and making out that the police are violent and they beat people up and smash them up and make them bleed constantly, you know, promoting fear. So this is even before then, and just look at the face he's pulling here. Look at that. Look at that. That's intentional. You think it's accident. It's intentional. He is looking like this on purpose to discredit whichever movement he chooses or they choose him to infiltrate. So you had him there with Piers Corbyn. Here you've got him with a pro-Brexit politician. Okay? So there's one stupid face. Look at this one here. Oh, Betty. He actually looks like Les Dawson. Yeah? Les Dawson doing his impression of a woman. Look at him. What a state. What a state. It looks like you can't even... It looks like you can't even dress yourself. You don't even know how to literally put a jacket on. Yeah? Look at his face. And basically what that does, anyone who takes a photo of this politician with this knobhead by him, instantly the politician gets discredited. Instantly Piers Corbyn gets discredited. Whoever it might be, this guy will discredit you, okay? So right now, he's discrediting the anti-lockdown movement by looking like someone who sleeps under a bridge. Yeah? Right, bear with me. The Piers Corbyn court appearance, not today, this was, you know, a couple of weeks back or whatever. Again, look at him, yeah? Look at him. He looks like he can barely sodding stand up. Embarrassing. And he's standing there by signs that say CV19 equals control. So basically, he's discrediting what is said on that sign. He's making us look like a laughing stock, yeah? And he is there to discredit. So anyone who defends this man, I question you. I question you thoroughly and severely, because there's no reason to defend this guy. If anything, he should be called out for the shill actor that he is, the discreditor that he is. Yeah? Look at him. Oh, look, there he is with Tapman, another one that you will defend. So you got Tapman and Greybleeder, the two people who make us look like laughing stocks. Look at him. Look at his earpiece there. Earpiece. But no, he says he's listening to music on a radio. Yeah, sure you are, mate. Sure you are. And then look, right? How is that for photobombing? Literally standing in front of Piers Corbyn, looking like that, smoking and blowing smoke right in the path of the camera of Piers Corbyn getting filmed. It's just pathetic, right? And here he is again at a Piers Corbyn thing right down here at the bottom. And what he's just done there is he's actually taken some medication. and washed it down with this bottle of water that he has everywhere he sodding goes. He's never heard of a rucksack or anything like that. So what he does is he carries a bottle of water, his radio, well, actually he doesn't have cigarettes. He cons them off people. But yeah, so this guy literally is everywhere. Okay. But basically you've got Greybleeder here in the centre of the stage, and he's trying to give Piers Corbin a hug. Okay, so what he's doing is he's getting right in the centre of the shot, right where he knows that Piers Corbin is, right where all the cameras are, and he gives him a hug with his scrappy notes that look they've been scribbled by a murderer, his baggy ass clothes that, like I said, looks like he sleeps under a bridge. So it's all about him getting in the centre of the shot and discrediting Piers Corbin, or discrediting any movement that he's been told to discredit, whether that be the pro-Brexit movement or the anti-lockdown movement. Yeah? I mean, just look at this face. Look. I'm actually surprised there he's managed to put the sodding jacket on properly instead of on one shoulder like usual. And the guy next to him here with the blue hat, he's yeah, he's unique as well. And that woman next to him, she supposedly got arrested last week. It's funny that, isn't it? It's funny how all these people that are connected, they either get arrested or beaten up by the police, or they film one of them happening. It's just pathetic. I think we're stupid. Well, a lot of you are stupid. Not people on my channel. People on my channel intelligent and critical thinkers. And they don't fall for any bullshit just because it panders to, you know, their thoughts. Right, so let's have a look at the video from today now. A warm thank you to Tyrant Finder for taking the time out of his schedule to film what went on today in glorious high definition, so that we can see Greybleeder for the gentleman that he is. So what we got here is we got Greybleeder on the right hand side now, and what he's going to do like a head gesture, which to me, with my critical thinking, makes me think that he's saying, yeah, I'm ready for the interview in inverted commas now. Okay, so have a look.
They've still got the evidence, so then you can check the evidence.
I read to Chris, what was his name, who was the minister for prison.
You see that? Looks straight at the camera, does a little sort of head gesture, yeah?
They should have the evidence.
Thing is, yeah, I notice all these things. I can notice something in a second, half a second, that you think that I haven't noticed, and destroy you with it. So here he comes. Look at his face. Look at his face. Like Highest on Earth said, the poster boy of the anti-lockdown movement. Here he is. May I present to you Greybleeder. Yeah, here he comes in all his glory.
Oh no, it's a shield. It's one of the actors.
Bingo. But the thing is, I said this to you a long time ago, Tyrant Finder. I told you this like a month ago, at least, maybe 2 months. And you guys have all had the opportunity to do something about it, but you chose not to. Instead, what you chose to do is just film him and allow him to do what he does and discredit the movement. So thank you for that.
Hello, buddy. How you doing?
Good to see you, mate. You right?
You've got a fucking earpiece in now, look.
Yeah. It's called radio.
Everyone thinks you're an actor.
It's called radio, yeah. Like I said, because, you know, you always see people listening to radio in one earphone when they're on protests and with shouting and chanting and megaphones going off, yeah.
To me.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. You know about it, do you? The fucking radio.
Yeah, exactly. Music.
So what was playing then? Why didn't you let us hear what was playing then? All you did was say, there you go. We didn't see you pass the headphone to him. We didn't hear any music coming out. You didn't tell us what was playing. So again, we just have to believe what you say, yeah? You're total strangers. You mean nothing to us. You have no connection to us whatsoever, but we're supposed to believe exactly what you say without proof whatsoever, yeah?
Fucking actor.
Exactly. Hilarious.
Look at him. Just look at this guy, right? He needs to wash his hair, yeah? He needs to wash his hair, have a shave, get some clothes that fit him, have a bath, yeah? Do all of that before trying to come out here and pretend that you're part of an anti-lockdown movement, because you ain't nothing. You ain't part of this. You're a discreditor. You've been doing it for a year or more now. And your feeble excuse that thing in your ear is to listen to the radio. Shut up. Shut up, man. You think we're stupid?
It is, mate, it is.
All that comes out of my
You're
mouth.
you're only at all these protests
Because I give a shit.
you give a shit and
Correct.
you're local.
Correct.
Correct! Correct! These guys have got the weirdest voices, like Tapman. It's a woman! It's a woman! And then you got this guy. Correct! Correct!
I live in Clacton, brother.
Clacton what?
Essex,
Essex.
I live in Clacton, brother! Essex!
You're still localer than me.
I know what's going on, mate. So there you go.
You know what's going on, but you can't even dress yourself appropriately for a grown man.
There you go.
They think I'm going to let it go. I'm not. They about me what they fucking like.
Well, we...
Look at you. You can't even stand still, you crackhead. and you got Tyrant Finder and Subject Access defending you, and Pavlova defending you. Look at the state of you. Look at your mannerisms. You're a joke.
We know the truth,
Yeah,
mate.
exactly.
We know the truth.
There's always a couple of dividers, though, that like to,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's
They
because
can't handle
you're seen on thousands of videos.
everything,
You're
correct.
seen on thousands of
And I'm
videos.
also stood having a row with the fucking police when they're coming with
Yeah.
fucking people.
With the fucking police, with the fucking people.
There's a video of me. I see them fucking stuff. I've gone flying around there, stood like that to protect everyone from getting fucking battered.
Yeah.
Mate, you couldn't protect yourself from a fly, let alone protect a crowd. Shut up.
I got it first. I turned around to myself. Let me nick one of your fags, please.
Yeah,
Francis.
yeah.
Right, I turned
In the middle of his interview where he's recalling getting battered by the police, he momentarily stops to bum a cigarette off Tyrant Finder. Classic Greybleeder shit.
around there, stood like that to protect everyone from getting fucking battered.
Yeah.
I got it first. I turned around to myself. Let me nick one of your fags, please.
Yeah.
Francis. I turned around, I said, this is a peaceful protest, what the fuck are you doing, right? They smashed me in the fucking...
seen it.
Yeah, they smashed me in the fucking head like...
You haven't seen it, Tyrant Finder. What you saw is this guy with supposed blood all over his face walking around, not bothered about the fact that he's supposedly got blood dripping down his face, but in fact allowing everyone, every Tom and Dick and Harry, to make sure they get footage of him with blood dripping down his face. He also stood in front of the police with his back to them and allowed them to push him around like a sodding rag doll.
That, yeah? Like that with a truncheon, yeah? And nick my phone out of my pocket at the
They
same time.
call you Greybleeder.
So he's now saying that the police stole his phone out of his pocket. Now, do you not think that's quite an allegation? Yeah, so he's literally going on record now to say that the police stole his phone out of his pocket. So what have you done about it? Have you done anything about it? Or you just say it? Or are you doing anything about it? You're talking crap. I don't believe a word you say. Anyone who defends you, I question their agenda. Big time.
They call you, you're...
Yeah, they smashed me in the fucking head like that, yeah? Like that with a truncheon, yeah? And nick my phone out of my pocket at the
They
same time.
call you Greybleeder.
They nicked my phone out of my pocket, mate. They hit me in the head with the truncheon and nicked the phone out of my pocket, mate.
Me in the fucking...
seen it.
Yeah, they smashed me in the fucking head like that, yeah? Like that with a truncheon, yeah? And nick my phone out of my pocket at the
They
same time.
call you Greybleeder.
They call you Greybleeder, or Overkill channel calls you Greybleeder? Come on now, give me credit where credit's due. I gave him that name. Yeah, I could print off T-shirts now, with Greybleeder memes on, and do quite well. Okay, so give me a bit of credit. It's my channel and my glorious community who use that Greybleeder name. No one else. So thank you.
They call you, your nickname is Greybleeder.
Yeah, because I'm fucking on and I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying.
What's the chat saying?
So now he doesn't say much, but just look at this guy's mannerisms. Have you ever seen such a fidgety, trampy looking knobhead? He's literally like a crackhead, yeah?
I saw that last night, Tyrant. I was disgusted.
That's it, yeah.
Disgusted at what? At me or at them?
Jesus Christ, look at him, man. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. And you have the audacity to defend this guy and make out that he's a normal person concerned with the truth movement and anti-lockdown. Yeah, right. He's there to discredit. That's why he looks like he does. That's why he acts like he's a crackhead. Yeah? He's there to make us look stupid, and you are defending him, and you're filming him, and you're allowing him to do it. So you are an enabler. Subject access is an enabler. Tyrant Finder is an enabler. Actual interview, enabler. Spectrum rectum, enabler. Yeah? If you film these guys, and you don't question them, and you let them get away with it, you're an enabler. Okay?
I think that's a normal court day.
Look at him.
You generally get 20, you generally get one or two people that always try to upset the apple cart. But the difference is, mate, I don't give a fuck. I know what's fucking going on.
Mate, you don't know anything, my friend. You don't know anything.
This fucking plan.
Where's Willsy? I ain't even smart.
I haven't seen Willsy today.
Willsy's the 8-foot ET looking guy. Yeah, that one. The one who goes, ah, ah, ah. That one. The one who is allowed a 10-minute political monologue before they manage to get him in the police van. That one, yeah. The one who Tatman is seen with a couple of days later. The one who Tatman is shouting and swearing at the police while this 8-foot Willsy guy is supposedly getting arrested. Oh, and Subject Access is there filming Tatman as well. Doesn't say anything, just, you know, just films. Because that's all that matters for filming. You know, your opinion doesn't mean anything, right? No, it does. Everyone's opinion, everyone's heart, everyone's passion means the most now than it ever did, okay? So, in summary, yeah, what we've got is the dodgiest looking guy ever, yeah, who looks like he lives under a bridge, doesn't even know how to put on a jacket properly, bums cigarettes off people, has an earpiece but says it's a radio, carries around a bottle in his hand constantly, takes medication, needs his hair washing, pretends that he gets beaten up by the police, yeah. But if you do get beaten by the police, you don't just stand there with blood dripping down your face. You don't just stand there and allow the police to push you around like a rag doll. Okay? Simple as that. So, you're going to call Gazer a clown, but you're going to defend this guy here. This guy here you're going to defend, yeah? Why would you defend him? Is it because he is what we say he is? He's an agent. He's there to discredit, and he's been exposed by my channel, and now you're doing damage limitation. Yeah? You're making out like he's not an actor, like he hasn't got an earpiece in, like it's just normal, like he's there because he's concerned. Shut up. Load of crap. Myself and my channel see through it, and more people see through it every day. So keep doing these events, because you give us the opportunity. to expose actors. So again, thanks to Tyrant Finder for making the effort to go from Bristol to London to talk about Piers Corbyn, again someone who I don't really have much trust in because he's surrounded by dodgy people such as this guy here, crackhead Greybleeder, cricket man, tap man. Yeah? And remember, Pavlov and this guy made a big deal recently of pretending like they were friends and they knew each other. And in the same interview here, Greybleeder goes up to Subject Taxes and says, "Are you Subject? Yeah, I'm Marco." As if you didn't know that. You've been going to protests for like 2 months every week, sometimes more than once a week, and now you're pretending like you didn't know each other. What I think is, a lot of what we're seeing is for our benefit, okay? For my benefit, for our channel's benefit. They're doing these things so that we look at them and we get distracted. That's what it must be. It doesn't make sense otherwise. So yeah, I never thought that I would see so much crap and fuckery in a short amount of time. But yeah, we did. So I hope you enjoyed the legend that is Greybleeder. I think we should all club together and get him some shampoo, some Timotei, herbal essences maybe. Just get him a voucher at TK Maxx, get him some new clothes. And yeah, just basically teach him to not be a crackhead because it's embarrassing. And he stands there pretending like he's representing the truth movement, but you don't. You're a discreditor. Just like many of them are, like Tapman. He's there with his appearance like that, looking like a football hooligan, shouting and swearing at the police. Yeah? They all have their different role. Some of them are actors, some of them are speaking parts, some of them are filming these people, but they all have their parts and they're all connected, as you would know if you've seen any of my diagrams. Alright? But anyway, I've had enough talking about these scumbags for now. So, big thank you to the community of my channel. I'm very proud of all of you. You're all good human beings, critical thinkers, and we are united, and we will unite the people, and we will fight the evil, because we don't believe in a new normal. So this has been Overkill, and I am over and out. Peace.